Example number 2. If f of x equals x plus 2 and g of x is 4x plus 1 divided by x and h of x is 3x squared minus 3, I want you to find when f equals 3, what the function f when x equals 3. So essentially what we're doing for all of these is we're substituting. And it's a bit of a misnomer, the title of this set of notes, because we're not going to deal specifically with composition of functions, but we are going to get a taste for it. That's a grade 12 concept, but I want you to get a taste before you get there, just a little bit. So all we're doing is we're saying, okay, I see that there's a 3 and there's an x. Whenever I see an x, I'm going to plunk in a 3. So this is our function notation from last year. It's kind of a little bit more helpful in some ways. Instead of y equals x plus 2, this will represent the exact same thing, but instead of using y, we're saying f of x. It's just the function with the variable x, so it gives us a little bit more information than y. So if I say f at 3, I'm going to say, okay, f at 3 is, and I'm going to substitute that 3 in for the x. So 3 plus 2, which f at 3 equals 5. Good. Well, that's easy. F at 0. Oh, well, that's just 0 plus 2, so that means that f at 0 is 2. See where this is going? Now we're going to substitute into g instead of f. So g at 2. And first things first, I don't want to do any fast math. I just want to say, okay, 4 times 2 plus 1. Just going to substitute in for that x divided by 2. G at 2 is 8 plus 1 over 2. G at 2 is 9 over 2. And I'm okay with improper fractions, but if you wanted to go the extra mile and give it to me as a mixed fraction, improper fractions are just kind of easier to deal with because when you multiply, you have to change into an improper fraction anyway. So this is just ready to go. But if you did want to put it into a mixed fraction, it would just be 4 1/2. This is the ideal, though. I like that one. G at 0. Oh no! This is gonna be scary a little bit. Why? I'll show you. 4 times 0 plus 1 over... What? The denominator is 0. So I would say g at 0 is 1 over 0. We can simply say whenever we have a denominator of 0, it's just undefined. Because if we were to grab a calculator or even like ask Siri, no, not calendar, calculator, 1 divided by 0, what is that? Whew! Cannot divide by 0. Well, there you go. That's your calculator probably is not as articulate as that. Probably it says error or something like that. But it is undefined. So we say the function g when x is 0, when x is 0 is undefined. So g is undefined when x equals 0. Boom. What about this one here? H at -5. Let's just remind ourselves what h is. Okay, h of x is 3x squared minus 3. So h at -5 is going to be 3 -5 squared minus 3. Did I remember that right? Yes, I did. So h at -5 is going to be, remember to do exponents first. 3 times -5 squared is 25 minus 3. H at -5 is 75 minus 3. Finally, h of 5 is going to be 72. Done. Okay, what about this one? F at A. Okay, well, we'll say f at A is Wherever I see an x, I'm just going to put an a. So a plus 2. Is there anything I can do with that? Well, a and 2 are not like terms, so I can't combine them. So, like, literally, that's our answer. It feels really silly, but that is literally our answer. What about h at m plus 1? So h at m plus 1 is 3 times x squared, but what's in the brackets here? But m plus 1 squared minus 3. So let's figure this out. Now I know how to open this up. It's a perfect into a perfect square trinomial. It's just a binomial squared. You can use the FOIL method, so you can say m plus 1, and do it a little bit slower by using happy little rainbows. But I know the algorithm. So it's 3 times m squared plus 2m plus 1 minus 3. And just so that you know where this is coming from, this guy right here is the exact same thing as this, just expanded out. So if you wanted to do it the slower way, go for it. Now I'm going to distribute this 3 to all 3 of these terms. So 3m squared plus 6m plus 3 minus 3. Only like term that I can combine here is plus 3 minus 3. So I'm left with 3m squared plus 6m. Now, if I really wanted to be impressive, I could factor this, but it doesn't say that. Okay, it just says find this, and like the extra mile answer could be 3m times m plus 2. Okay, but this answer at this point is totally fine. This is the next step. But unless I say factor, just give me that the expanded. That's totally fine.